Alright, my name is Scott Gray, and this is Digital Short number 1.
You look just like how I'ma be.
According to Bartle, I am an explorer and a killer. I love to explore the world, try to find every nook and cranny on the map. I love finding secrets ever since Lego Island 1, which was a computer game where there's a secret cave that I was able to stumble upon when I was, very little. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I've always, since that point, I've always loved to look around the map and, try to explore and, find new items that I can go around and cause mayhem or do whatever. Which is why I love, non-linear open world sandbox games, because it gives you the freedom to do so. My journey, my hero story is as followed. Starting off in the ordinary world, my cousin dropped off his old Super Nintendo with a bunch of old games such as Mario All-Stars, Super Mario World, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run, Mortal Kombat, the Donkey Kong Countries, and Call to Adventure. I played them a lot, enjoyed them very equally. Was introduced to a large scale of games, large different genres and everything like that, so I never became very specific to one type of game. The refusal to the call actually comes from my parents. My parents initially rejected the fact that I wanted to play video games because they didn't want it to warp my sense of reality or whatever, or just because I simply wasn't old enough. I actually wasn't allowed to play Mortal Kombat initially. Meeting with my mentor, my other older cousin, he bought me a Dreamcast for Christmas. It was a used one because he was able to download all the games he wanted for free. He set me up with that, and that Christmas we played tennis, 2K2, Crazy Taxi, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Looney Tunes Space Jam. Those were the ones I focused on primarily, and we used to play them for hours. He would come over and we would play them a lot. Crossing the first threshold, I bought my first computer game, my first game on my own, NBA 2K1, because I love basketball and I played the crap out of that game. Test allies and enemies. Because I was an only child, I was on my own a lot. I played most video games alone by myself. Also because online gaming wasn't really a thing. Dreamcast had it a little bit, but that didn't really work. I triumphed and enjoyed them nonetheless. Approached the Innermost Cave, 2006, the year PlayStation 3 was released. Wanted a PS2 since 2004, but it didn't make sense to buy an old console when a new one was just around the corner, so I waited and it finally arrived. The ordeal, there was a lot of problems with the initial batch. They were hard to find too, but on Christmas Eve 2006, one of my friends who had already bought one calls me and says the Best Buy has 2 left. The reward, since I was using my own money, it was easy to convince my dad to drive me to the Best Buy, and I was able to purchase one. The road back, I plugged it in, the rest to say is history. Played that that machine for 8 hard years, putting it through hell and back, and it triumphed until it flat out gave up. It died while playing GTA 5, next gen game on a last gen console. Although it did let me finish the story before it gave up completely. It died a couple of times, but always came back till I finished the story, and then it gave up completely. Being 2004, the resurrection, 2014, I was working at Best Buy. I was able to get a good deal on PS4, and I was back in action soon after that. And then the final return is I still play my PS4 to this day. So this is Digital Short number 1.
Yeah.